Now, the owner of San Francisco's most fabulous, fantastic Museum of Marvels is here in studio. Yeah, coming up, we talk about the Greg Angelo Museum. Good morning. Thanks for spending some time with us on this Thursday. Well, museums and interactive art studios are great ways to entertain your family visiting for the holiday season. And today we want to highlight a business that's doing it mom and pop shop style, I guess you could say. Joining me right now in studio is the Greg Angelo Herrero.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Of the Greg Angelo Museum. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So looking at these pictures of the videos, the museum, it seems like a house from, I don't know, a Dr. Seuss book? What can people expect?
People say all kinds of things, but it's my private home. It's sort of a byproduct of a business I've been running in San Francisco for decades. I sort of took out my joy, my passion, my grief on this home that I live in over 42 years now, and a lot of artists have helped me along the way. And I would say it was during COVID that we really, everything was shut down. Our entertainment business was shut down. So I had about 30 artists show up at my home outside saying, we can't stop. What can we do? And I had science educators from the Exploratorium, other museum workers, kids from theater companies, and about 30 of us spent 2 years creating an exterior version of the place, kind of turning it inside out. And now we're back inside again, and it's been kind of magical, sort of a small miracle, I would say, to see what's happened. It's been quite evocative and provocative in the process.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really exceptional and so imaginative. Do you make everything yourself? You said there's artists that come in as well.
Well, my hands are on everything, for sure, but there's a lot of artists that want to come and help, and we do that, and there's some artists that we got traveling artists that come. There are a lot of local artists. Right now we have several college artists that are coming in, sort of as an extension of their art program to actually get hands-on. They learn how to actually make a living as an artist, through the example of me making a living as an artist, which is no easy deal, as you can imagine, in San Francisco.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually important you bring that up, because when, as a parent, when your children are like, oh, I want to go into the arts, you're like, oh, okay, how are you going to support yourself?
Well, I was one of those kids, and my parents were like, great, don't ever ask us for money, be honest, go for it, and I did it, and I kind of take the same approach with young artists these days, and empower them to realize that they can. It's a difficult path, but it's one that they can't really. It's not their choice.
No, it's their passion.
Yeah, it's
and
their passion,
so rewarding, I'm sure. And I am so grateful to have art to enjoy, whether it's theater arts or art hanging on a wall. Look at what kind of experiences and events do you have to offer? I mean, look at that. Well, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, well, right now we open the house by appointment only to 6 guests at a time, 3 hours, 3 days a week. And we have an experience called Into the Rabbit Hole, which is quite fascinating, really. It's hard to describe these things. You really have to show up. But we have an outdoor one that's private, completely private. So whether you're a couple or a family, or we get a lot of people going out on dates for the first time. We have one woman, her name's Orchid, I'm going to call her out, that comes about every 6 months with a new date. I'm like, Orchid, the last guy seemed great. And she's sort of venting. It's a way to really get to know each other. I call it a connectatorium rather than a museum, because it's not, there's no real precious artifacts other than the experience you're having and with one another.
Connectatorium.
That's what I
love
call it.
That. I love that. Well, I think it's absolutely worth checking out. Thank you so much for coming, and we really appreciate it.
Likewise, appreciate it.